Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do an intro for my decluttering videos that are going to be coming up. There's part 1 and part 2, and they're not like separated by like categories. It's just decluttering, because what happened was I did part 1 thinking it was just one video, and then I realized after that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is old, that's old. I realized so many other things that are just as old as the stuff in the first video. So I'm like, okay. And then the next day, I went through my makeup collection again, and there's part 2. So I just wanted to do an intro because I just kind of really want to talk about just kind of how I've been feeling about makeup. And I know that I posted a couple hauls, and a lot of that was like stuff I purchased throughout the whole year and that sort of thing. And after I did those declutterings, I really have looked at makeup and purchasing makeup in such a different way. It's almost like buying stuff at the grocery store, fruits and vegetables that go bad really quickly, and then you have to throw it out because you didn't get a chance to make whatever you were gonna make. And makeup is the same way. It's not something that's an investment. It's not something that you're gonna have for years and years and years and years and years and years. Makeup should be replaced way more than what I know that I have done. I've honestly have purchased things and kept them and never really gotten rid of them. And the only time I ever like decluttered was getting rid of things I didn't like. And yes, that is necessary, but also getting rid of things that are old. And the fact that I had some lipsticks that legit had things growing on them is really, really gross. Some were just dried out. I even had some lipsticks that were probably purchased in the last 2 years that were dry as heck. And I'm in a bedroom, okay? Like, it's normal temperature, nothing crazy. It's not like I'm in a garage or even in a basement where it would be colder normally. And I'm just in a regular bedroom in my house. So it's normal temperature, nothing extreme. So the fact that these things went bad, even some before, I would say even before their expiration date, but I feel like we're also like told, oh, things, powders last so much longer and da da da, but they really don't. The formulas change like the older it gets. Obviously, when you first purchase something, that's the best it's gonna be, and then over time, it's gonna get bad. And for me, like, I don't feel comfortable putting old makeup on my face. I purchased newer things this year, newer things last year, and even in 2018, so things that are now 2 years old. I have such beautiful things, I have, Chanel blushes, and not even just like luxury, purchases, but, I have Too Faced, Urban Decay. Like, I have some really, really good brands, and even like the good things at the drugstore that I like I feel like I was so consumed of maybe like, oh, let me try to use this or try to use that, but I just want to enjoy the things that I love. And I stopped project panning. Like, I'm almost done my It Cosmetics CC cream. I love it, and I figured if I only have a little bit left, might as well just finish it up and get it out of here and move on to the other things that I love. And trust me, I have a backup of that CC cream because I love it so much. But, I feel like now when I get close to almost finishing something, that's when I'm like, all right, let's just get it out of here. Because now if I don't like something, either if it's within the date and obviously I didn't use it too much or anything like that, I return it. I don't keep things I am not in love with. Or if I realize maybe after a couple months I don't love it and obviously I can't return it, then either find a new home for it. But these declutterings were purely trash. I couldn't resell them because they're so old. I couldn't give them away because they're so old, and some were heavily used. And for one, lipsticks, it's kind of gross to be giving if you use them. I don't know. It's just weird, especially in this climate. I don't know. I don't think anybody wants anybody's used stuff, okay? So, if I went through and I did find some lipsticks in my collection that were in my drawers, and usually if they weren't used, they would be my backup drawer. So I did find some things. So my mom's going to be getting a lot of lipsticks that are unused. So yay, mom. But I just feel like there's just, I don't know. And then I have like all these lip liners. Granted, that's the other thing about my makeup collection. Like, working for makeup people and stuff like that, you get a lot of gratis. You get to order gratis. You also get, when you get a lot of trainings, you get gratis. So a lot of these lip liners, and I used to be an extreme couponer, so a lot of these are Rimmel. I got these when I was couponing, which now that I think about it, I need to look up when I got these because they might have to go. Clinique, I have a lot of Clinique. I have a lot of Lancome. So all of that was gratis. I didn't actually pay for it. But just because I didn't pay for something or I got something cheap with couponing, if it's old, you got to get rid of it. You know, a lot of my lipsticks, a lot of them are Clinique, a lot of them are Lancome. You know, yeah, I didn't pay for them, but eventually they're going to get old and I'm going to have to get rid of them. So all I want to say is I just want to enjoy my products. To me, less is more. And quality over quantity. If you guys didn't see, I don't know which order I'm going to be posting this. I think I'm going to be posting this afterwards. But if you guys didn't see my e.l.f. haul and review, you know, I guess I got like up into the hype because I was watching people talking about these products, those bite-sized little palettes, and I was like, ooh. In reality, for one, I should have watched more reviews. And two, I really should have thought, you know, but at the same time, I didn't declutter before I purchased that stuff. If I would have decluttered, I definitely wouldn't have purchased those items. But it also was a learning lesson. I have my old school Windows XP computer because I play some of my old games. My Roller Coaster Tycoon. But anyways, if I would have decluttered, I literally when decluttering, I had this epiphany. So please don't think like, okay, you're still hauling. No, I haven't purchased anything since I've decluttered. And it feels really, really, really good. And, you know, of course, like I love makeup, but I don't look at it the same way that I used to. And maybe I'm just because I'm not working in makeup anymore. But again, I just want to love the things like, and I redid all of my makeup drawers and everything. Where is, oh, here it is. Like I have a Tom Ford. I actually used this today for the first time ever. I have the Tom Ford bronzer. Of course, it's the small one, but it's still like 8.7 grams, so it's still huge. But I have this. I have my Chanel cream bronzer, you know. Oh, and then I also mixed it. I used the Too Faced milk chocolate today for my bronzer and then put this over top. But like, and guess what? I bought this a year ago and today was the first time I've used it. Both of these. Like, what am I thinking? Because I was trying to like use up bronzers that are like so old and I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to use up old makeup. My new stuff is getting older. Like, that's another thing I had to realize. But also, again, like, you know, project painting is fine. I think I love project painting. I used to be like addicted following people who would project paint, and it was just so inspiring. But they weren't using, I mean, I can't say that I know for sure, but I mean, I don't think that they were using up 5+ year old makeup. But I guess if they were, I'm sure they probably looked at it, smelled it, made sure it was okay and that sort of thing. But I just feel like I'm not going to try to use up literally trash and forego using stuff that I spent money on and, you know, and have things go older. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that makes sense. But I have nothing wrong with people who project paint. I love it. I enjoy it so much. But I think like project painting to me would be good like now that I like refreshed, got rid of all my old makeup, and now maybe trying to like pinpoint things. But at the same time, I just want to enjoy it. I want to have everything on a rotation. That's kind of like what I want to do. I don't really want to like project pan things and only can use these and that and whatever. Like, I'd rather rotate my makeup every time or every couple times I wear makeup because I'm not using it every day anyway. So when I do wear makeup, I try to pick things that I haven't used in a while or whatnot to really enjoy my stuff. So that's the other thing, is that I'm not wearing makeup 5 days a week. Like minimum, you know, I work 5 days, so I'd be wearing makeup 5 days. I'd be doing full-blown glam when I would go to work. So it was great because I'd be using a lot of products and a lot of the product, but you know, I'm not doing that now. So I'm just really happy that staring at my lip products inspired me to go through my makeup. And then after I like decluttered all my lip products, I went through everything else. And then that night I realized that I had stuff that was even older. So that inspired part 2. But you know, it's really sad to see those Too Faced, you know, and Urban Decay, but those things are so old. And I have some newer stuff, and I'm just really excited to really downsize my collection. Like, I went through it, and honestly, I eventually would like to have the amount of makeup that fits in like a clear cube. And maybe for some people that might be too much, and maybe eventually that might be too much for me. But I would really, really enjoy that. You know, I know eventually this bedroom will be used for other things in life one day. And, you know, yeah, I have another bedroom as well. Well, I have 4 bedrooms, but still, like, this is gonna be used for something else one day. And I'm not gonna probably want a makeup room one day. You know, I feel like I'm slowly growing out of it. I'm into other things now. I enjoy other things more, and I enjoy buying other things. Like, I enjoy other things more that I'd rather spend my money on. And it's not so much makeup, and especially it's not an investment. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna spend money, I'd rather buy stuff that's gonna be, you know, lasting a lot longer, more meaningful. Makeup is just makeup. Like, it's not what it used to be for me. I used to be so excited about makeup, and it's not just what's going on in 2020. It's even before that I really just wasn't like getting excited. I mean, I remember the conspiracy palette. That was like the first time I felt hyped. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I haven't been excited about an eyeshadow palette in ages. You know, it just like I don't get like that anymore. And honestly, I'm kind of happy about it. But I think, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm 32 now. I just celebrated my birthday October 7th. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older. I've also have a different mindset now, and I don't know. I'm just changing. Honestly, my interests are changing, and I will always love makeup. It will always be at my root, but I don't want it to be the extent that it is. I kind of almost like feel really embarrassed of how much money I've spent on makeup. And yes, it wasn't done all at once, but I mean, you want to add this up, it's thousands. And granted, yes, a lot of it was gratis. Any drugstore mainly was free, that sort of thing. But I still spent a lot of money, of my own money, and it's kind of embarrassing because I want to get a new car eventually. Obviously not now because I'm not going anywhere, but when the time comes, I do want to get a new car. There's other things, experiences. I want to spend my money on experiences. I want to go to Italy. Like, that is my dream, is to go to Italy one day. I want to go to Disney World. I want to Universal. I want to do a whole Florida trip, hopefully one day. But there's a lot of things on my bucket list, and I would just rather save my money now. And even if it's 10 years from now, I'd rather just use it then. And I feel like, I am quite a bit of I would say a saver. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I do save. Like, I don't spend, like, I would never spend all my paycheck or anything like that. Like, I don't like live paycheck to paycheck, but just because I can afford something doesn't necessarily mean I should buy it. And I think, especially if when you work hard and, you're putting in all these hours and you're achieving your, work goals, it's like I will talk personally. I would feel like I deserved everything. And I know I do, but it's definitely in moderation. That's definitely like one thing I've learned this year is moderation. Moderation with my food, moderation when buying things. And you can still buy things that you love, but quality over quantity, and do it, maybe more slowly, that sort of thing. I don't know. I hope this all makes sense. And definitely, like, when I purchased from Elf, it really just like dawned on me because, I wasn't happy with this stuff, and maybe most people would be happy with 8 things, but I'd rather just have one thing out of that haul. Like, I'd rather use that money to buy just one really, really good thing. And, again, like, everything that I have purchased is pre all of this huge epiphany. So, I haven't purchased any makeup since this whole thing, and I'm just like really proud of myself that I came to this conclusion. And I'm not saying I'll never buy makeup ever again, but definitely for quite a while. I definitely don't need any lip products. I counted my lip products. I was going to tell you guys all these numbers, and I didn't count every single category. The only categories that I counted was my lipstick, all my lip products, highlighters, bronzers, foundations, powder, primer, eyeshadow, and blush. But really, where my huge problem is lip products. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. And then followed by blush, and then highlighter. No, wait. Lips, then blush, and then eyeshadow. And then highlighters, I have way too many. I was going to tell you guys these numbers, but quite frankly, I'm really, really ashamed and embarrassed. And especially when I times that by $10, it made me so sick in my stomach because I literally could have bought my dream car. Okay. Like, I mean, I am driving my dream car. I drive a Beetle Bug, but still, like, we're talking like luxury car. Okay. So it just like really, really makes me sick to my stomach. It's like, it's going to go old, a car, at least, hopefully not a lemon or anything like that. And obviously even brand new cars, sometimes I have problems, but you hope it lasts 10 years, 15 years. So it's like, oh my gosh, like, have like a more of an investment. I'd rather buy a freaking handbag. I'd rather buy a Chanel handbag for my and trade in my makeup collection for a Chanel handbag. At least that bag I would have years and years and years, and it holds its value and you can resell it. So when I think about those things, like that's what I think about when I spend my money is like, is it gonna go bad? How bad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does it have an expiration date? Is it good quality? Like all these things. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not into it anymore, but I'm really proud that I was able to literally get rid of trash out of my house. And honestly, with anything that I purchased, and that's the other thing, I'm gonna need a whole new wardrobe. I lost 70 pounds, 70. None of my clothes fit. So gotta spend money there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.